So we are 4 days from packing up and leaving the apartment. It's nearly empty in here, but somebody is actually coming to buy the desk tonight. So no more desk, no more.
No, this is the last piece of furniture that is to go. I actually remember when you and I brought this solid beach worktop up those stairs because it didn't fit in the lift. We had to open each window on each floor to put the desk out. I think you almost did your back in on that. But we managed to get it up, didn't we?
Yeah, just about. So we really don't have much left to do. As I say, that's going 1 or 2 more runs to the storage unit and then we will be on our way, which is wild. The whole apartment has like an echo to it now.
It does, doesn't it?
It really does. But I'm going to make some dinner for us and wait for the ladies to come to pick up the desk. And then I think it's going to feel really empty because in here will be empty, the guest room will be empty, and then we just need to pack up the final things in the panniers in the 1200 to get you ready to go.
Yep, and then we'll do the big clean on Thursday and then hand the keys back on Friday.
Is it bad that I'm kind of looking forward to that?
The big clean, yeah.
Good morning. It is officially 3 days until we leave Switzerland, which is wild to think. I'm out and about this morning. It's Sean's last day at work today, and I'm just gonna nip to the storage unit because we have forgotten something, which is, you know, typical, isn't it? The one things that you put in the unit, we need one thing out of one of the boxes, but never mind. I'm gonna go pick that up and then I am gonna go and meet him and celebrate with him that it's his last day, and I want to take him out for a coffee in Basel one last time because I know as soon as we get home we're going to be cleaning and packing and everything. It's going to be crazy busy, and I just want to have that last kind of moment to soak everything in and soak up Basel just for one more time, and then I think I'll be ready to kind of leave. But I do feel like I need that last moment in Basel, so that's what I'm going to do today. That's my little plan. I'm just driving to the unit. I'm hoping that I remember the way, but if not, I'm going to have to ask Google. I made it to the unit and I found a great parking space, so I'm quite happy with that, and there it is. That is the tool that I need, so I need to get that out now. Success. So I'm in Basel. I'm actually in the train station right now, and Sean's gonna meet me from his work at our favourite coffee shop here. I had to call him because there'd been like a car crash on the road near where he works, and I couldn't get anywhere near the building. So I was like, I wanted to come and surprise you, but I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna have to meet you somewhere. So he was like, why don't we go to that coffee shop we always used to go to? So I was like, okay, perfect. So I parked in the town, and now I'm just running over to the coffee shop. I think I'll be there before him because he hasn't left yet. So I'm here at Tidbit. Sean is like 5 minutes away, I think, so I'm gonna wait a little bit until he gets closer, and then I'll order us a coffee and maybe a snack because it's lunchtime and I think he's gonna be hungry, as well as basically as soon as we get home we have to push and get the apartment clean and everything we possibly can into the car and then over to the storage unit tonight. So we're hoping to do our final run. But yeah, exciting but like nervous times. Yeah.
I've just clocked out of work for the last time. I am officially a free man.
A free man. How does that feel?
Feels alright.
Feels the same.
Feels the same, yeah. Not much changed.
No, but this is it now.
It is. It's a strange feeling walking out of somewhere that's very familiar.
Yeah, it must be.
A lot of good work friends and good memories there.
Yeah.
But
it's time for a new adventure, a new chapter, and it literally starts in 2 days, really.
Yeah, it does, doesn't
I was saying before that after we've had this, it is like go time, clean the house, every box needs to go.
Yeah.
So I thought it was nice to have a little
One
final
last coffee lunch in Basel before we head off.
Yeah, so I got us 2 flat whites, or 2 Charles as they call them here. Cheers,
cheers,
congratulations.
Thanks very much.
Ooh. And I got you a burger because I knew you'd be hungry. Well, that was the perfect little lunch date, but now Sean is gonna ride back home and I've got to drive back, but here he goes on the 1200. It always sounds so good. See you later. Speed up to 50 exactly and then drops right down again, but that bike always sounds so good. I'm gonna walk back through the train station and then I need to nip to a pharmacy to pick up some last little things I need. But other than that, I'm getting so excited now. Like, I'm ready, I'm excited, like let's do this. I feel the fire now. It's, yeah, It's happening. We're gonna ride around the world. Unbelievable. Time to pay for the parking, and look what's here. Little photo of Storm. It is absolutely time to ride, but time to pay for parking first. I will not miss the price of Swiss car parks at all. Now I need to try and find the car. All right, let's drive home. So it is March 28th of 2025, and it is officially the day that we are leaving Switzerland. It has come along quite quickly, and yeah, it's 10:41 right now, and our apartment handover is at 11 o'clock, and then I'm gonna get a taxi to the airport, and Sean's gonna ride back to the UK, and that's it. It's a very strange day. Emotions are very high. We've just finished kind of cleaning the apartment and yeah, packing up everything. It's so strange leaving a place that you have so many incredible memories over many, many years, and just kind of walking away from it feels really weird. But I'm trying to focus on the adventure that's ahead and not the kind of sadness of leaving this beautiful home that we built together. So yeah, that's today, that's the day plan. And it's quite funny because today of all days, my succulent garden that's outside looks absolutely stunning. Sean and I did this a few years ago, and it's just grown and grown and grown. Saying goodbye to house keys.
Yeah. It is quite a sad day, actually.
It is, it really is.
It's been very hectic as well. We've been cleaning up to the last minute. I just finally sold the car as well, so that's timing is perfect. I need to nip back and sign the sales contract, but we've been paid for it, so that's great. And yeah, we're going to do the control of the apartment in about, I think, 15 minutes now. They're going to check everything's clean. They're quite strict in Switzerland when you leave a place, and then hopefully we'll get our deposit back for here. But today is another surreal day, because after this I'm going to be jumping on the R1200 and blasting back to Calais. And Em's going to be going to the airport. It's going to be quite sad, isn't it?
It's really sad, yeah.
It would have been nice to leave together, but
it's just the way it's worked.
Logistically, that's how we're going to have to do it. But yeah, we've been here for 7 years, and it's our last 15 minutes now, and it feels strange that you've been here so long, and then that last 15 minutes is quite precious, really, isn't it?
I think the funniest thing is the fact that we said when we moved in here it was temporary.
Yeah, we're 7 years temporary.
7 years temporary.
Yeah. I have to say, this has not been painted for 7 years, and this place looks great.
It really does. It's been a great home. It really has. Guest room.
Guest room empty. Might open the window.
Yeah.
Just a little bit more air in. That view, we will miss that view as well.
I will miss that view, yeah. My dad's running thing was, one day I'm going to draw that view, so I've taken a photograph of it for him so that he can do it. Now we've left, but yeah. I keep seeing reels that we've made in different corners as I like scan the room. Like there is a reel of us running down that corridor that has about 5 million views.
Yeah, this has been seen a lot, this apartment.
But it's been the perfect home, the perfect base, the perfect past 7 years, and it's the end of a chapter, start of a new era, and yeah.
Oh, it's all right.
Oh, it's horrible, isn't it? I hate it.
stage 2 of today has started. It's 2:30 in the afternoon. Em jumped in a taxi and brought her 2 big bags to Basel Airport. Actually, you got an Uber or something.
I did, yeah.
Which actually worked out a good price. It was 50 francs, and from where we live, that's a bargain here in Switzerland.
Yeah.
So I think the plan is now Em has a flight at 20 to 10. So unfortunately, you're going to have to wait here for another, I don't know, 6 hours, Em?
Yeah, I've made a little spot for myself in the corner in Starbucks, and this is where I'm going to be while you ride all the way home.
Yeah, first I need to go to the border crossing and do the same thing that I did with Storm. So that can take, they said it could take up to 90 minutes. And it closes at 5, so I think I'll head off around about 3. I'll go and export the 1200. And then, yeah, I'll see how far I can get. I think the plan is to get as far as Reims tonight, and then I'll only have maybe 3 or 4 hours in the morning when I make my way to the shuttle. So we're just having our last coffee together before we depart. It's not the ideal way to leave Switzerland.
No, not at all. But this is our first coffee homeless. Cheers to that.
Maybe we need to open it and
But I think by the time that I arrive in Manchester tonight, you will be well asleep.
I think so, yeah. Yeah, I don't think I'll wait up, sorry.
Well, no, I actually don't blame you for that, but I think I'll be getting to Manchester around midnight, and then you have the shuttle.
The shuttle. I've got it booked for 2 o'clock in the afternoon, which is quite late. If I arrive early, I might see if they let me on. Otherwise, I might have to wait there. But yeah,
we'll see. We'll play it by here. But yeah, we're gonna say our goodbyes now, and then you're gonna have split cam for the next, I think, 48 hours.
It's time for me to head over to the customs to export this bike here and bring him back home. I've got about 5 hours riding to Reims. That's the plan for that. I've just booked the hotel, so now I have a target in sight, so it should be easier to do the miles. But yeah, here is the bike for today and tomorrow. The 2010 R1200 GS Adventure, and he's rather packed up. We basically put whatever we hadn't taken to the storage container onto the bike. So we got a rack pack full of random stuff, cases full of stuff, and here is actually the tower computer that we use to edit all of the videos on. So I'm going to take that back to the UK so I can have it for the next 3 weeks before we transfer to the laptop. So not entirely sure how we're going to get on with the laptop, but we might as well use the tower while we can. Em's got the monitor in her checked-in bags. So let's start him up. This bike is sounding pretty sweet. Yeah, sounds awesome. It's air-cooled, this one, and I noticed when you close off the throttle, he rumbles a little bit. One good thing about Basel Airport here, if you ever need it, is there is free parking. And by free parking, I mean they've kind of made out a way for motorcycles. So there is a little bay out there where you can park your motorcycle for free. I used to park there quite often when I used to live in Zurich, and I'd fly home to see Em. I'd ride the bike to Basel as they had an EasyJet hub there and just leave the bike underground there. It's quite secure as well, but I don't think a lot of people know about it. It's quite a handy free parking. Right, let's head over to the customs area. What fantastic weather to be riding back home. It would have been very miserable if it was raining. Right, I've got the papers that I need to export this bike. I also got a nice leaving present from Switzerland. For the past 7 years, I have bought motorway stickers for my cars and bikes. Without fail, I've not been checked once, but I always bought them. This one time today, I thought I still had a motorway sticker assigned to this number plate from the 1250, but it turns out I didn't. So for the 2 minutes I jumped on the motorway today, he decided to check to see if I had and issued me with a 250 Swiss franc fine and have a nice day. So thank you very much for that little leaving present, Switzerland. Anyway, it is now time to hit the road. I'm going to put the earplugs in now, switch off, and probably do a couple of hours on the road. I might stop and get a drink on the way, but it's time to switch off and put in some kilometers.
So it is 6:30, which means I have officially been in this airport for 6 hours, which is wild, and it has not gone by very fast at all. It's been a long slog in here, but I have been very productive. I've been looking at the route for the round the world trip. I've been doing some comments on YouTube, and I also have been writing a little bit of Sean and I's book. Definitely just gave away a big secret there, but you're not going to tell anyone, so it's fine. And that's what I've been doing for the past few hours. I've been calling Sean every hour or so on the cardos to check in on him. I think he's around 2.5 hours away from the hotel that he's booked for tonight, so he's making really good progress on the 1200. And yeah, I'm just here. I'm a little bit of a mess. I do feel that way. I feel like I look awful because I've spent in those 6 hours probably 3 of them crying when we left the apartment, because yeah, it means a lot to me, that apartment, and it is sad and it is hard to say goodbye to it, even though I'm really excited about what's coming. And then when Sean left again, it restarted the whole waterworks all over again. And then I called my mum and told her about everything, and that started the waterworks for the 3rd time. But I'm okay now. It's good being able to talk to everybody kind of about what's been going on, because they're huge life changes, they're huge life decisions, and I am sat here officially homeless, which is, yeah, hard to explain how that feels. I don't have keys in my bag, and I don't have rent to pay or electricity to pay next month. I'm officially a nomad, and that's been a goal for a long time, but now it's here. It does feel really strange, and emotions are definitely high with it. I think it'd have been a lot easier if Sean had left with me, as in he would have been here taking the flight with me, or I'd have been able to get on the bike with him. But practically, it made the most sense for me to fly and Sean to ride back with the additional suitcases with some of the stuff that we wanted to bring back to the UK. But I'm missing him. I'm sure he's missing me, and it's kind of weird to be leaving separately. It's quite funny because Basel Airport has a huge part in Sean and I's story. We were in a long distance relationship for a year before we got married, and Sean used to ride from Zurich to Basel, which was about an hour, every other weekend, and get on a flight from here to Manchester or from here to London to come and visit me for a year. So airports generally have a huge part in our relationship, because we would spend most Sundays in an airport waiting for him to take his flight back to Switzerland. Most of our dates were in airports, and also we took our first ever flight together as a couple from Basel back to Manchester after we got engaged here in Switzerland. I'll let Sean tell you our engagement story one day. So there's so many emotions tied to Switzerland, and all of our stories are kind of intertwined, and I'm walking through here or like looking around and seeing all the different places that we've left from, when we did Poland and when we explored all of Belarus and the Ukraine, like we left from here, and so there's a lot of memories, and I am a very sentimental person, so I've been trying to channel all of that into something creative. So that's what I've been doing the past few hours, and the route's looking really good. I'm quite happy with it so far. Albania, Greece, Bulgaria, Turkey are kind of my main focus because I know the least about them, so I'm doing a lot of research into them, and then I'm hoping that it will be done by maybe in a week's time, the route through to Turkey, but we'll have to see. I have 30 minutes until I have to go and take my 2 giant suitcases upstairs to bag drop, and then I can finally go to the toilet because I haven't been able to leave my bag since Sean left, so I've been watching my water intake, so I'm thirsty and I definitely need the toilet before I go through security, and then I'll probably give Sean another call. And that's my little update. That's what I've been up to. Very, very strange day, very surreal day, very weird day. Not a day I want to repeat anytime soon. And I'm glad to have it over with now, because I think we can start to really focus on the exciting stuff.
Right, I've been on the road probably for about 2 hours now, I think. covered quite a bit of distance. I've just pulled over to this fuel station, gonna top up this bike because ever since the fuel gauge got stuck once and it died on the motorway, I've like to keep this one topped up as much as I can. But we've got another 271 kilometers to go tonight, which is probably going to take me about another, I don't know, 2.5 hours, I think. So I'm hoping to arrive at the hotel by approximately 9:30. Oh, you have to prepay on these ones. My phone in here somewhere. But yeah, hope to get to the hotel for about 9:30. That way I can be at the hotel before Em gets her flight. I know you're not supposed to use your phone at these petrol stations. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Patience. Oh, nothing's easy in France, is it? Right, try again. Has a credit card machine on the pump, but you have to go and prepay inside. And then it still didn't accept my credit card. Thank goodness Em had given me some emergency pocket money, so I put 30 euros in it. 1.95 litre, it's not too bad for the premium. It's a nice night tonight actually. It's about 15 degrees, I think it's dropping down to 10, probably an hour or so, but it's a nice time of the day to be riding. So fortunate again that it's not raining on this ride home. Did I guess right? Problem with prepaying is you never actually know how much you need to put in. It's such a pain. But I think it's pretty much up to the brim there, so 30 euros was good. Right, I might go and get a quick coffee here at the same time, so then I don't have to stop again. If they let me pay with my card again.
All right, let's check in. I think I'm a little bit early for bag drop, but I'm hoping that they let me drop these bags. Well, the guy at EasyJet was absolutely lovely and he let me check the bags in. So now I'm going to run to the toilet and then I think I'm just going to go straight through security and grab some water on the other side.
That's quite good. Double espresso, Americano. I think I'll take Americano. Strength intensive. No sugar. If I have this coffee now, I should be able to make it in one trip back to the hotel to another 2.5 hours. But coffee machines are quite good in this services. The French services are quite good generally. They're very well stocked with food. And the coffee is pretty good too. So I got a big Americano. That should keep me going for the rest of the evening. Something I need to remember is to take the keys out of the bike. The keyless system makes you very lazy and reliant on it. You just keep them in your pocket and forget about it, but got to make sure I keep taking them out of there. Also, I keep looking for the wheel to zoom in and out on the sat nav. That's not there either. So just have to adapt to the old bike again. But tonight, I'm really thankful for this great weather that I've got tonight. Em will be checking in her bag soon. Unfortunately, she had to wait about 6 hours at the airport because you can't check your bags in with EasyJet. I think only 2 or 3 hours before the flight departs, so she needed to sit outside of the check-in area. That's hot. That's good.
Well, I feel better after that. Hair is tied up. I've checked that I have my passport 23 times. I'm ready to go through security. I feel like I'm better now I'm moving and I'm a bit more on the go. Yeah, I am getting excited now. This is the start of such a monumental thing and I wish Sean was here, but I know he's having fun on the 1200, which also makes me smile and happy. So let's go through security and get through to our gate.
The sun has just about set and the temperature has dropped a little bit as well. It's not too bad at the moment, so I don't need to put on the vest yet, but I might stop in a bit to put on the heater vest. Let's put in a few more kilometres to start up the air cooled again. Must say, this bike is running so well. It really brings a smile to my face, this bike. I've not used it so much over the past couple of years, so to give it a good run like this, I think it'll do it good before I sadly put it to sleep again while we go on the RTW. But it's amazing that this bike, what, from 2010, it's running absolutely sweet, and it's still a very fast bike and super comfortable.
Alright, I am through security and I went through the duty-free section, and now I'm actually going to be heading into the lounge. I still have 3 hours before my flight, so I think it's a good idea. So I'm going to head into the Sky Lounge by Aspire and hopefully have a little bit of a rest.
They're a bit of a pain, these peages. Some of them are like for €2 and you have to keep stopping, especially on a bike. And now the people behind me are going to get angry. But if they do, I'll just add an extra like 10 seconds onto their weight. Take it. €5.70. It's not too bad. Face not recognised. There we go. It's quite handy, the phone. Gloves back on. Extinguished. No lines, no rules. He still got it.
Well, I've actually never been in this lounge before, but it's absolutely beautiful. It's called the Sky Lounge here in Basel. It's run by Aspire, and we get in with our credit cards. So, oh look, there's a couch. There's a couch and Wi-Fi. Oh my! Look at this view. Can you go outside? No way. Look at that. That's out onto the runway. Sean would absolutely love it in here, and I found my spot. I'm going with this section, and you might be going, why this section? Well, I've got a view of the planes out of this window, and I have a view of the board, so I don't forget that I actually do have a flight to catch. And just over there is the restaurant, and there's no one around this area, so I can have a nice relax. Might even get myself a little drink, and then we'll give Sean a call and see how he's going. But I think that's actually might even be my plane that's just arrived. I'm flying with EasyJet back to Manchester, so I am expecting a delay. Here are some of the food options. Got a few salads and some olives and bread. A very nice glass selection. We've got a few drinks in here as well. Loads of options. So I've gone for a peppermint tea to start, and I might go back for some vegetable soup because it smelled really good. And yeah, oh, this is a nice way to travel. I wonder how Sean's getting on.
It's been about 5 minutes since I paid for the last peage, and there's another peage. Great. They really disrupt the traffic flow, these things. Should just make the whole thing one big peage. It's important you don't go in the one that says no motorcycles for obvious reasons, because they don't detect you. Only certain ones of them, I think, detect that you're actually on a bike, so you pay less for a motorcycle than you do for a car. So I usually take my gloves off here and hope they don't fall off. It's happened once. It's not embarrassing. Oh, that's nice on the heated grips with no gloves. I think this one is just a pay and go. Right, get the phone out again. Doesn't recognise a face. €2.90. Is it worth all that effort for €3? Probably not. They're being very patient behind me. Appreciate it. Well, I can see some hands waving. Not a bother. Go on, 1200. How did I ever consider selling this bike? Very foolish of me. I couldn't go through with it in the end though. Em's calling again. Hello?
Hiya.
Hi, Em.
How are you?
Good, thanks. I might just pull off here, actually. I've put on my vest. It's getting a bit chilly.
Oh no. Well, I couldn't be more warm. I'm in the lounge. It's gorgeous in here.
Oh, that's very nice for you, isn't it? You got a good place?
Yeah, I got a cup of peppermint tea. This lounge is amazing.
Is it? Yeah, we've not been in that one before.
It's like, you feel like you're in Dubai.
I think it used to be the Swiss lounge, you know, Swiss Air.
Oh, okay.
So they put a load of money into it. So maybe that's, and then they left Basel Airport, didn't they? Must have left their lounge. Well, that's great.
Yeah, so I got in straight away, and they've got vegetable soup and potatoes on offer.
Have they? Oh, that's good.
I'm going to be able to have a nice dinner.
That's brilliant. There's actually it's probably well worth going in there.
Yeah, I
Instead
think
of
it is.
like a nasty sandwich for €12 from the kiosk that's there.
Yeah, exactly. And they even have gluten-free bread.
No way. Happy days then.
Yeah, I was shocked too. So how are you getting on? How's the bike doing? How's everything?
Yeah, bike's running perfect. It's that cold, cool, crisp air that the bike likes. So,
Okay.
yeah, it's running great.
And how far have you got left?
I've got 229 kilometres.
Mm.
So if I do 229 kilometres an hour, it'll take me an hour.
It sounds like you've still got a long slog.
Yeah, but it's what is it? 7:30. Yeah, it's gone dark.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I should be there by like 9:30.
Okay, we'll take it easy.
Yeah, well, I'm just going to plug the vest in and zip myself up. Because, like I say, the wind seems to find a little way in, doesn't it, when you've got something open.
Wish I was with you.
Yeah, which it actually feels like you are with me when we're on the phone.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
Because it's the same as when you're sitting behind me. I just imagine that computer's you.
But I miss you a lot. But I'm all good, which is good.
That is good, yeah. And you're making the most of the lounge, so go eat up and drink up.
I will do.
And I'll call you in another hour or so.
That sounds good. I look forward to that.
I love you lots. Ride safe, my dear.
Love you too, Em. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, it sounds like it's getting really cold on the bike, and that sucks. I know that feeling all too well, but he hasn't got long left, and the hotel that we booked in for tonight is nice, so hopefully I think he will arrive at the hotel just as I'm probably flying, and then, yeah, we'll catch up again in the morning, but I'm going to go get my soup.
Nice to hear from Em. Just zipping the suit up. It's actually quite warm, this Reshan Gore-Tex. When you've got it properly zipped up, it doesn't actually let any air in. What if I only got a t-shirt on underneath, but I've got the heated vest on. So as soon as I plug this in and we head off, Where's the outlet on this bike? No, it's in a good place actually. Nice. That'll warm up instantly. Out keys. At least you can't forget them in the back box, which I just would have done then if you need them to start the ignition. So that's good. That's sweet. Right, I'm going to head off now and jump back on the motorway and continue this slog.
So I have 1 hour until my flight, which is a lovely thought after being in this airport for 8 hours. But it's actually been really nice here in the lounge. I've had multiple cups of tea, I've had some soup, I've had some bread, and yeah, I'm satiated, I'm full, and I'm also continually checking on Sean. He is, well, it's just loading at the moment. I think the signal in that region of France he's in mustn't be very good because he keeps jumping around to where he is, but hopefully he's only around an hour and 20 away from the hotel tonight. But it's gone dark. I briefly went outside before. It's pretty cold, so I can't imagine he's having the best of times. But yeah, I've just grabbed myself another peppermint tea with some lemon slices. I think these were for the gin and tonic, but I might have stolen them. And yeah, that's about it. That's what we're up to at the moment. Quite a relaxed last few hours here in Basel. I have called my mum and dad. They are going to be waiting for me on the other side in Manchester, and I'm really looking forward to giving them the biggest hug when I arrived. Honestly, right now, fatigue is hitting me. I'm pretty tired, so I imagine Sean is really struggling. We've had a really long few days packing up, so yeah, I hope he's all right.
I have to say, the quality on the call on these intercoms is fantastic. The one I've got on tonight is the old unit we've been using, the Cardo Edge, which is also fantastic. The Pro version that we got recently that we've been trying out, I think is a little bit louder because I could hear him okay there, but with the Pro one I think it's a lot more clear. But still, the Edge is perfectly good to have a conversation even at like 100 mile an hour on the motorway. I've got earplugs in, which does help to, you know, block out the wind noise, but the clarity of the call is great. That Em's called me about 3 or 4 times now on the way, so helps to break up the journey. Actually feels the same as having Em sitting behind me, having a conversation with her on the WhatsApp, which is quite funny. But no, I've got a computer behind me, which is actually proving to be quite a comfortable backrest, because I stuffed 2 pillows either side of it to try and like stop the vibration on it, and it's sitting on a cushion as well, so it's quite a spongy backrest.
So I've managed to track Sean down on Find My Friends. He's just passed Metz on his way to Reims. He's kind of in between the two at the moment, so he shouldn't have too long left. I think he's in an area that doesn't have much signal, because when I call it's not going through at all, but I can see that he's moving on Find My Friends, so he's all good. I have 55 minutes until I need to go down and go through the passport control before I get put in the waiting pen area to get on the plane, and then it's a really short flight to Manchester. I will have actually spent like 8 times the amount of time in the airport than I will do in the air, and then yeah, my mum and dad will be waiting for me on the other side.
Oh, instantly toasty with this vest on. Makes a world of difference. Hands are getting a bit chilly, but Em and I have been looking into heated gloves recently, and I think we found a great company in the UK that makes them. So we'll have a little look at them when we get back home. But it's getting dark now, as you've noticed.
Like I said before, this is the Sky Lounge, which means there's an outdoor area, which I've never had in an airport before. It's really cool, like getting some fresh air after being in a stuffy airport all day. But the coolest thing is you can just see the planes taking off right here. And I don't know if you can just see here behind me is actually the like welcome to Basel sign, what you see when you land. So it's cool to be on the other side of it. And that's the lounge just behind me. Sean would love this. He really would.
The lights on this R1200 are pretty good. They're not bad at all, actually. I used to have a headlight guard, like a clear plastic one, and I found on this bike it just reflected the light back in your face, which wasn't great. I haven't got it on at the moment. In fact, we're going to have to put the original UK headlight on sometime in the back when I'm back in the UK. But I think for the moment I'm just going to sort on the bike and I can deal with the headlight when we get back from this RTW. If we ever get back off it, we might just stay on the road for the rest of our lives. That'd be good, wouldn't it?
Hello?
Hello?
Hi, Rob.
Hey, how are you?
Right. I'm good, thanks. I've only got 100 kilometers to go now, so it's going to be in the double figures soon, so it's a nice countdown.
Oh, that's good.
The temperature's dropped to 7 degrees. It's getting pretty chilly.
And you don't have heated grips on the 1200, do you?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
Okay.
grips are good.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. Well, I'm gonna leave the lounge in about 15 minutes because my flight leaves in an hour.
Oh, that's good.
So I guess I should go around.
The final airport waiting saga will be over soon.
Yes, and I don't have to be in an airport for a very long time.
Did you have plenty to eat and drink?
Yeah, I did. I had lots of potatoes and lots of cups of tea, and yeah, I'm definitely full now.
That's good.
Have you eaten anything today?
I had the leftover of that planted chicken stuff you left me, and yeah, I had that at the service station. But I'm alright, I'm doing good.
Okay. Well, make sure you try and find something to eat when you get to the hotel.
Not sure I will do. I think it's just a motorway hotel.
Oh, okay.
That'll be alright.
Big breakfast in the morning.
Yeah. It's right plain here. There's no cat eyes on the roads or any lights whatsoever. So you can barely see where the road is going. You have to put your main beam on to see. And then everyone else starts flashing you because they think you're beaming them.
How are they going to feel when we put the additional lights on Storm?
I know, I think then I'll them. Give them black.
Oh, well, I'm glad you're nearly there. I will give you a call in another 30 minutes just before I'm bored. And then I'll probably say goodnight because I don't think you should wait up for me to get off the plane.
No, that'd be quite a bit, wouldn't it? I'll probably...
Yeah, I should get to the hotel before you take off. So at least you know I'm in the hotel by then.
That'd be a nice flight to know that you're safe and sound.
Yeah.
I reckon I've got 97 kilometres. What's that probably going to be? 50 minutes? 40, 50 minutes?
Yeah. All right. I love you lots. I'm sorry I'm not with you enduring the cold.
That's okay. No, you don't need to enjoy this. It's all right.
Oh, well, I'm warm and fed, so you can have that nice thought. Okay, I'll speak to you soon. Stay safe, yeah? And take a break if you need to. Yeah. Don't rush. No rush.
Yeah, no problem. I'll probably speak to you again at the hotel, maybe.
All right. And if you do see a Burger King or something, you have permission to stop.
Permission? Okay. Thank you very much.
Love you lot. Speak to you soon. Bye.
I'm hungry. Speak to you soon. Love you.
Bye, Shawnee. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Love you. Oh, poor Sean. Oh, I feel really sorry for him. Yeah, okay, but we are going to go and get on the plane now. I'm going to go and walk through security and then we'll head on down. So I am through passport control and on my way to my gate now. The Basel-Manchester flight is actually the last flight that leaves here tonight, so it's a very quiet airport, which is nice. Hopefully the flight isn't too busy and I can maybe get a couple of well, a couple of hours, an hour and a half sleep on the flight over, because I've been awake since 5 a.m. this morning. I'm not sure where Sean is at the moment. I'm going to call him when I find myself a little seat by the gate, and hopefully he's going to arrive at his hotel soon. So it looks like Sean is making good time. I think his hotel is just around here on this side of the city. So he's doing really well. He should be there, I guess, in the next 10-15 minutes.
Right, we're nearly there again. Another fuel stop. We've got about 110 miles left in the tank, but it was about 100 miles in the tank that it went to zero in about 10 seconds last time. Got another 30 odd kilometers to go, so should be at the hotel probably in the next 20 minutes. It's getting cold, I'm quite tired, and it is really difficult to see out here actually. There's no cat eyes on the road, and there's no lights on the roads either, so you almost have to put your main beam on to be able to see where the road's going. Which doesn't go down very well with the other drivers. Right, last little stretch. Really find that the wind, if you don't have these tucked in, inflates the whole jacket. So that last péage where I had to rush to take my gloves off, let the wind get in here. Pockets are zipped up. Vest on. Should have put the gloves on first. There we go. Now we're still flashing green. Good. Whew, 31 kilometers, let's go.
Hey, I'm literally walking onto the plane.
What's that, Em?
I'm literally walking onto the plane.
Oh yeah, is it early? Oh no, is it?
Yeah,
I guess it's about right, isn't it?
Yeah, it's about right.
Early.
But a little bit early,
Okay.
maybe.
That's good that you're not delayed or anything.
No, it's great.
I'm only 16 kilometers away
Oh, really?
from the hotel.
Oh, perfect. Well, text me when you arrive. Maybe I'm on the ground, but as I'm getting on the plane now, it gets dead noisy, doesn't it? So I'll
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
I'll talk to you tomorrow morning.
Okay, yeah. Well, your takeoff won't be for a while, will it? So I should be able to grab you before you take off.
Yeah, hopefully. But if not, love you lots. Yeah.
Yeah, look at you, Em. I'll be at the hotel in 10 minutes. 5-10 minutes.
Perfect. Bye, Shawnee.
Bye, Em. See you soon.
See you soon. Let's go home, guys. Bye, Switzerland. Let's go back to the UK. So it looks like this.
Ladies and gentlemen, you will notice a number of empty seats in the cabin. We are not operating a full flight this evening.
Great.
These seats have been blocked for safety reasons. This is for the balance of the aircraft. For safety reasons, we request you please do not move your seats unless you're asked to do so by a cabin crew.
Started to rain quite heavily, and I wasn't entirely sure if I'd sealed up that bag behind me, so I've just draped a bin bag on it because it didn't quite close very well with the tower in it. But I'm literally a kilometre away, but as it's raining so heavy, I stopped just to make sure it was sealed. Nearly there. Phew, I'm really glad I got off the motorway when I did, because with that rain the visibility was really bad. Like, you can hardly see anything anyway with the fact that the roads are not lit up, and then with this heavy rain on the visor and the lights flashing in your eyes, it's pretty bad. So the timing of the rain wasn't actually that bad, it was very much towards the end. But I think the hotel is just over there, so we should be there in a couple of minutes. Very happy to reach the hotel. Oh. Is there any restaurants about? Any takeaways? Doesn't look like. At least it's away from the main road. It looks like it's in a quiet place. Is it this one? Yep, down here. I can't remember the name of this hotel, but it is. What time is it now? I think it's 9:30, and the desk's open till 10, so we've made it. Ah, they've got security gates as well. That's fantastic. Happy about that.
We are just getting ready to leave to depart. Sean still hasn't been able to call me. I think he must have just arrived at the hotel, as far as I can tell. Yeah, he is just on his way. So we'll see if he arrives in time or not. Hello?
Alcohol served to you by the cabin crew is allowed to be consumed on board today's flight.
Hey.
We are now going to take
See you soon. Alright, see you soon. Bye. Love you, bye. So literally just as we were leaving, I managed to get one call through to Sean. He's just arrived at the hotel, so
masks will drop from
he's safe, and now I'm going to go fly to Manchester.
To start the oxygen.
Right, that was an easy flight. I'm off now and through passport control, grabbed myself a trolley, and now we need to go and get the luggage and then find my mum and dad. I think it's number 1. I don't even know if I can lift this off. There's one of mine. Go, run, run, run. Quick, quick, quick. I'm pretty sure that's mine. Yes. Okay, I did it. It's all on there. Quite proud of that. All right, let's get out of here.
It has just gone 10 p.m. and I'm in the room, got the bags in, everything's there. Just as it was starting to pour down, stuff didn't get too wet in the end. The bin bag did a good job of keeping that PC or tower safe from the rain. But I'm glad it didn't hang about on the way here, because I arrived about 10 to 10. And they were just closing reception up, so I think if I'd have been any later, I might have missed the opportunity to check in here, which would have been bad. And they don't have like a key code system, so that's something to watch out for. If you're going to arrive late, make sure they have a key code system. But this is the room, and this room here was £38. It was on offer. I think there was 15 or 20 off it because I booked it last minute. But the good thing about France is there's lots of hotels like this where if you just transit in, you can pick up a hotel for around about 30, 40 euros per night. Breakfast is an extra 12 in the morning, but I think I'll wait and see what it's like before I make a decision in the morning. I think Em has taken off already. I just managed to text her just as I arrived to say that I'm here safe, so she can fly back to the UK and not have to worry about me anymore, which is good. So I'm going to go and get some rest now. I think I don't have too far to go to get to Calais in the morning, and the shuttle is booked for around about 2 p.m. So I might even be able to have a lie-in tomorrow, which would be really nice because today has been very hectic. We got up early this morning to clean the apartment, to finish off cleaning the apartment. We started the day before, did the handover, sold the car. Then Em had to get her bags to the airport. I went to the airport to see her off, and then I rode here. So today has been hectic, so it'll be nice to have a good night's rest. So I don't know what Em's up to at the moment. I'm guessing she's getting settled in on the plane. But for me, that's good night. And I'll see you in the morning when I make the final journey to Calais and catch the shuttle back to the UK.
Good morning from the Enzo Hotel, somewhere on the outskirts of Reims. I got here about just before 10 o'clock last night and it was pouring down with rain. But today it is blue skies again, so it looks like I'm going to have a good run back to the UK. This hotel I booked only because it was cheap. I think it was 38 euros or 38 pounds, I can't remember. But that's the only reason I picked this one, and it was near Reims and close to the motorway where I was coming into. But it's actually quite an interesting hotel. It is a racing car themed hotel, and it's kind of like a diner style restaurant here too. But they've got like car engines and stuff dotted about the hotel, and lots of like F1 memorabilia dotted here and there. So quite an interesting hotel, good parking, and they also have breakfast. So I'm just gonna have a coffee and a bit of breakfast before I head off again. Plan for this morning is I've got about 2 hours 36 to go to get to Calais. Again, I'm just gonna jump on the péages as well, keep it simple. And I think if I get there around about 11, I should be able to get on the earlier shuttle without any charges. So yeah, I'll hopefully be back in the UK for about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And then I've got another 5 hours or so to get back to North Wales. So I'm gonna have breakfast and coffee, and then I'm gonna head off on the road again. So this is the hotel I stayed in last night, and it was good because it had gated parking there, but they told me when I arrived that the gates wouldn't actually be closed, so that kind of defeated the object of picking a hotel with the gate. So what I did end up doing is parking the bike right up front near the reception. Although there's no one here in reception in the night time, it at least acts as a bit more of a deterrent if it's right in an open place. I also found this post here, which I locked the bike to last night, carrying this light lock with me. Unfortunately, my D-lock, which is pretty much unbreakable, is back in the UK, so I had to make do with this one. But it's quite a good place to put the bike. It's fairly secure. The alarm's on the bike as well, so if that goes off, it's going to annoy people in the other rooms, and hopefully they'll put their heads out the window and see what's going on. There's also a camera here as well, so parked in front of the camera, but that's not really a deterrent. It's just gonna give you some footage of someone taking your bike in the morning. Right, it's gonna go and pack up the bike now. So I'm going back in the hotel, and I'm gonna get the panniers ready.
Ready to go, packed up. I think the first stop will be for fuel. Sounds great. Au revoir. Oh, so happy for blue skies. There's nothing more miserable than sitting on the motorway in the rain. 2.5 hours to get to the tunnel from here, which means I should get on the hour early one without any charge, which is good. Because the flexi ticket is basically more than double the price, so you might as well just buy it when you turn up instead of getting the flexi. I've been on the road for 5 minutes, so we have the first péage. What's this one? Oh, it's a ticket one. Still requires the same amount of faff. Thank you. Put that in there. No one behind me, I can take my time. Make sure these flipping gloves are well sealed. It's quite chilly this morning. Like, leave these slightly open and the whole jacket just gets inflated with cold air. Right, ready to go.
been on the road now for about an hour and a half and have made some very good progress. The roads were pretty much empty, nice and dry, blue skies and sunny. Bike sits nicely at about 100 mile an hour. Not that I was riding 100 mile an hour, of course, but yeah, the miles have been ticking off, and I've got another hour to go until I reach the tunnel, which is great because I'll just about get there in time to get the earlier one without any extra charges. So I've got a little bit of extra time, so I'm going to stop here and grab a coffee. But yeah, really loving this bike. It's a little bit overloaded, looks a bit ridiculous with that computer on the back. But it looks like there's some seats where you can keep an eye on the bike here, so we're going to go in and grab a coffee.
Bonjour madame, est-ce que je peux avoir un double espresso s'il vous plaît?
Another great French service station, serving fantastic coffee.
I don't know what's going on here today, but there's a huge queue behind me, and the customs to get into the UK and the border control is taking forever. There's people that have been at the window for like 10 to 15, 20 minutes now. This is quite a delay. The queue's massive behind us. Seems quicker if you go in the caravan lane. Here we go, enter the shuttle. I always feel like I'm going to bang my head on this bit. I just arrived back in the UK. It's quite quick, the shuttle, isn't it? It's really impressive. And one of the good things about taking the tunnel is you always meet fellow bikers. Just talking to a guy called Matt there, made the crossing very quickly. So yeah, it's always good to meet different people on this tunnel. I don't think I've ever taken this tunnel and not had a good chat. But the weather is looking bright and sunny in the UK. I need to quickly go to the customs office, stamp this bike in, and then I can make my way to North Wales. Wow, it's bright. Back home. Right, well that was fun. I had some complications there with my T1 transit document. I don't even think I needed that document, to be honest, but the Swiss agency insisted that I get one. I think it was more trouble than it's worth. I had to wait quite a bit for that to be resolved. But met some lovely people at the customs office, fellow bikers, so had a good chat with him. That killed the time. But now we're gonna head back on the road. Oh, good. Thank you. Just come up to 9 o'clock and I am finally back in Wales. That was quite a long day today, made even longer by the hold up at customs. But the plan now is I'm going to go see my dad. I'll probably have a cup of tea or something, and then I'll get some sleep. Em's with her parents visiting them up in Manchester. And tomorrow we'll see her again. And then I think we're going to pick up a hire car from the airport because we need to drive down back to London again. We're going to head to the Russian embassy, I think, on Tuesday. So maybe Sunday or Monday we'll make our way down to London, and then we can finish off getting the visa for Russia. And then we've got the China visa to do. We're going to get that in Manchester. So I think that one should be a little bit easier as well. So yeah, that's the plan. This weekend has gone really well actually. We got the apartment given back, we got this bike back here, and yeah, the plan is really coming together now, and we're going to spend a little bit of time with our family before we head off on our round the world trip.